Hello. Hi, guys. Oh, thanks for being here, Ra. Oopsie. Thanks for being here, Ramatuga. Hello, guys. So I told myself that we would go live since it's like Christmas and I haven't chatted with you for a while now, so I wanted to say hi. Hello, Choco Bleu. Oh, this is so nice. Meditation is awesome. Yeah, sure, Kim say you can ask. You can ask me. I'm based in Paris, but actually live in the suburbs. But yeah, I'm based in Paris. Um, so it has been really cold, but yesterday was okay. But other than that, yes, it's extremely cold here. So I'm actually thinking of moving away from Paris, at least for winter. Oh, thank you, Choco Bleu. So about Emily in Paris, I watched it. I watched maybe one or two episodes. I didn't really like it, but if you have some, yeah, if you don't have anything to do, this is something you can watch. But I didn't find it special. Maybe I didn't watch enough episode to click. But yeah, do you guys like it? Hi, Kitty. Okay, great that you like it. What makes Emily in Paris special? Okay, so you like the shots of Paris. Nice. Yeah, it's true that it's a beautiful city. This is true. So Kim Se is saying, so I'm talking to this guy. He lives out of town. We met on Hinge. We never met in person. He was coming to town and said he wanted to know my availability, but he never hit me up. What should I do when he, which is back out? So pay attention to when was the last time you guys spoke. So this is your first clue, and also you should not be disappear for days or for weeks without any explanation. So yeah, this is strange. What I'm getting, like, usually when men disappear like that, it means that they aren't interested, because a man who is interested, he won't disappear, because his biggest fear is to see you disappear. So it doesn't make too much sense right now. But if it was just 24 hours, then I think this is fine. But if it's like a week or a few weeks now or a few months, and he's like extremely inconsistent, you might want to let him go. You can actually block him. So it's been a week. And if it's still on Hinge, do you still see his profile being active? Does he have? Do you know if he has your phone number? How do you guys usually speak? Because for me, like, this is strange. Like, I don't see a man who is interested. And you need to keep in mind that those men on those apps say a lot of things, but doesn't mean that they're gonna follow through. Oh yeah, I'm proud of you. Kim says saying, I didn't call or text. As a feminine woman doesn't chase men. Yeah, this is good. So he has your number. Does he call you? And by the way, when he said that he wanted to meet you, was he saying it just like that, or was it like with a proper plan? Okay, I'm gonna come on the 25th and stuff like that, or was it just a vague conversation? Actually, I thought of doing this live because I know that during the Christmas season, some of you, are in toxic relationships with your family, and I want you to know that you don't have to go there if you don't feel, loved and appreciated. And so Kim saying he calls one time, mostly text. He was coming to see his son. No solidified plans. Well, you should not occupy too much space in your mind, because right now he has done nothing for you and you didn't even meet him. So right now you are like focusing. You need to tell yourself that he doesn't exist because you haven't met him, and it can be anyone. And we all watched that thing on Netflix about the Tinder. What was the name again? The Tinder. That guy who was like taking advantages of women. It could be a man like this. So keep in mind that online, like, you don't really know the person. Okay? So Mackenzie saying, how do I make a man who's emotionally avoidant talk to me? I don't think I want him, but I want to know him. We had a thing, but I saw he's very nonchalant and he doesn't talk a lot. How do you define that he's emotionally avoidant? Maybe he's just not interested. You see, this is the thing that many women do. Is like when a man doesn't show interest or doesn't talk much, they think, oh, he's an avoidant. But like, you aren't a psychologist. In many cases, nothing is wrong with him. He's just not interested. So for you to stop, overthinking and having that stuff occupying too much space in your mind, just forget about him. Like, he's not your boyfriend. And this is something that can help you, heal your anxious attachment. Is like, this will be extremely clear for you that as long as you guys aren't committed, he's not your boyfriend. He's a friend and he's free to do whatever, in the sense that if his energy isn't coming your way, then you're not the one for him. And that's okay, because a real man, the man that is for you, will do everything right. It's not complicated. It's not complicated to make you feel important. It's not complicated to take you on a date, you see. So Hibs Fatima is saying, personal issue. I have been chasing my ex for a year now. I clearly wanted it to work, but he's becoming resentful. I have to let go, right? Yes, you have to let him go. If his energy isn't coming your way, then yes, you have to let him go. Oh yeah, the Tinder swindler. Thank you. So Ria is saying, it's really frustrating that every time you call or text me, you get distracted with other things and you choose to entertain that, and we don't get a chance to really talk. I said this to him. And what did he reply? Hi guys. So Mackenzie is saying, no, I want him as a friend as he has possible vibes. He's an alpha male. What do you mean with possible vibes? What does it mean? And And him being an alpha male is irrelevant. Like, if you just want friends, then you can be friends with anyone. Why would you focus on someone like him? Why it's difficult to talk with him? Like, you want a friend, right? Then talking with him should be easy. So Ria said that he didn't respond. So if he doesn't respond, you let him go. You can block his ass. That's fine. So I just got a question saying if I could define a high value man. So a high value man is a man who has integrity, is a man that wants the world to be a better place. It's a man who is deeply grounded in love. And when I talk about, being grounded in love, it means a man who is deeply kind, who cares about being kind, and who cares about raising his level of kindness. Is always, working on himself in all areas of life. So physically, mentally, emotionally, financially as well. You see, it's a man where you know that if you get married, you have nothing to worry about. It's going to be a great example, a great role model for your kids, and you want your son to be like him. I think this is the ultimate definition of an high value man. If you have a son, you want him to be like him. And also he treats you well in the relationship, and he dates you because he's madly in love, not because he's settling. And he's honest with you. Like, if he knows that he doesn't want to commit, then he tells you. If he knows that he's not in love with you, then he breaks up instead of, leading you on. This is the definition of a high value man. It's a man who doesn't settle, who has high standards for himself, and who treats others well, and his wife well. How to act high value post breakup? Well, right now is the time for you to heal. If you need to heal, take the time you need to heal. Keep on working on yourself. So hit the gym, dress nicely, spend a lot of time with your female friends. You can block your ex on social media or unfollow him. And it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be painful in the sense where you need to fight with him all the time, and you have those memories coming back to you. Oh yeah, you didn't do that, and then send him a text because you are mad and all of that. You can tell him that, okay, I need to block you for now, like it's gonna help me heal. And you can also block me, that's fine. And it's great actually to block or delete each other on social media, so that you can kind of forget about the other person faster. Because when you check his social media and you are constantly going through his following, see who follows him and all of that, like you are still giving your energy to that situation, which isn't good. Like, time heals what reason cannot. So yeah, give it time. So Nashwa Delima says, we just broke up and it took me a lot to find the man of my dreams, but he doesn't want to be with me anymore because he says that I don't bring him stability. I tried convincing him, but it's impossible. I'm so sorry for your pain, but you need to let him go. I know that saying that is easy when you are in that situation, but you need to take the time you need to heal. And if he doesn't want you, then you have to believe him, because again, men don't have tons of options. So it means that you aren't the one he wants, and he has moved on. So yeah, I wanted to finish what I wanted to say regarding, Christmas and celebrations when you are in a toxic family. You don't have to entertain, the people you don't like in your family, and you don't have to go to parties with the people you don't like. You don't have to go over your budget to impress anyone with gifts and all of that. If you want to give them gifts, then it needs to be within your budget. And don't worry about those who call you cheap because you didn't spend, thousands on them. Don't worry about that. Like, give what you can, and yeah, don't feel forced to answer their questions if they are too personal. Like, you can set that boundary and tell them that you don't feel comfortable discussing that, and if they keep on asking you the same question, you repeat it again and again. I'm not comfortable talking about that. I'm not comfortable talking about that. Okay? Like, they don't have to tell you anything about your weight. Or you don't have to live the way they want you to live. Like, this is your life, and I want you to feel empowered. See? So, so Hibs Fatima is saying, would high value women ever even take a man back when he leaves a relationship and jumps into another one quickly? So many things can happen here. Does he jump into a new relationship because he's in love with that new person, or is it just to not be alone? Because many men do that. Like, they just jump from one another to another one to not be alone. So pay attention to that. Like, is he doing the right thing? Okay, because men can't be alone. So in most cases, they just don't want to deal with solitude. And also, many of them after a breakup will tell you that they don't want to commit. And when they say that, it's usually because they know that you aren't their real type, so they're gonna say, okay, I don't want to commit because you aren't their real type. But if their real type was there, they would not say, I don't want to commit. Or sometimes they think that they don't want to commit, so they tell you that. But most men want to commit. But when they get out of a relationship, many of them will think that they don't want to commit, so they will start to chase women, try to have one night stands, but they're gonna see how hard it is actually to get women, and they're gonna have extremely bad experiences. Like, I remember I have seen men, because I used to work with them, and some of them would try to live the player life, but it would cost them money. Okay, you need to know that it's extremely expensive for men to have women, because if they don't spend, women don't go out. Well, at least not the second time, unless unless those women have a very low self-esteem. But most women want men who spend money on them. And yeah, so it's extremely expensive for men to meet women, because not only they have to pay for the girl, but they have to pay for themselves too. So imagine having to pay for two people every time you go out. So, like, it's a budget, right? And it's not just like you have to do it once. You have to do it many times with the same woman, or even with different women, to manage to have at least 1 year. Us women, we don't struggle with that, so we don't really think about what it looks like for a man to date. And also, it takes them energy, because when they are single, they know that, most of them know at least, that it's easier for them to meet women by going out and meeting them in real life than relying on dating apps. Most men don't get success on dating apps. Like, maybe only 20% of the men out there have quality options with dating apps, but most men have like maybe one match a week, and many have none. So if you take 100 men, only 20% of them are attractive to us women, because I've seen a study about it, and most women consider that most men aren't that attractive, and yeah. So what I want to say is, like, it's not that easy for men to have women. So when they tell you, yeah, I don't want to commit, let them do that. Like, let them try to have one night stands. Let them try to have a new woman every day or every week, and when they will see how hard it is, they will come back, and they will stop telling you all those things, and you won't want him anymore anyway. So yeah, don't worry about those men. So very naughty boy is saying, I would pay for both of us if she gives good vibes. Yeah, it's expected that the man pays anyway. They will come back with STDs. Yes and no, because many of them, they want that bachelor life, but they won't even get women because it's hard for them to get women anyway. And when they will realize how hard it is for them to get women, they will start asking for commitment, and they will start, looking for women. Well, for a girlfriend. Most men want commitment. Like, it's easier for them to have women and to have, it's easier for them to have consistent sex when they are in a committed relationship than when they are single and they just go out and find women. It doesn't work like that at all for them. And think about, and you can easily test this. Think about the last maybe 5 men who came to you to talk with you and to flirt with you. With how many of them did you have sex with? Close to none, right? Because they were not your real type. So you see. Most men aren't abundant when it comes to quality options. So stop putting them on a pedestal. Pleasure, Fatima. So what are your plans for the New Year Eve? Are you guys doing something? I'm greeting all of you. So are you guys doing something for the New Year Eve? Yes, you too, very naughty boy. And by the way, how come you follow me since you are a guy? Hola, Humana. Shaba says that she will be with her kids. That's great. Oh, thank you. So very naughty boy is saying that he loves my content. That's great. Actually, a few men follow me, and some of them agree with my content, others don't. So it's always interesting for me to have their insights. Many of them, I don't take them too seriously because sometimes I feel like they are trolling. But yeah, actually, it's great that you learn from us because we tell you what we want. We want a gentleman. We want a king. So, oh, thank you, Doyum. And by the way, I was supposed to upload videos on YouTube, and I made videos yesterday, and then I realized that my phone wasn't working properly and that the volume was terrible. So I have to record the videos again, and I have to send it. Was with my other phone. I'm gonna send it back to the to Amazon, and yeah, I'm gonna record with the phone that I currently have and post some videos. So expect new videos on YouTube maybe maybe next week. I'm gonna try to record videos next week because normally I won't record videos for YouTube every day. Make sure that you have in-depth femininity content, because here on Instagram it's not really the best way for you to truly learn about femininity, because you have a shorter attention span. Whereas on YouTube, like what I've noticed, like the people who go on YouTube, they're really interested about the topic, so they search for my content. Whereas here on Instagram, you have suggestions and you click and then you move on, but you aren't really, getting in-depth information. This is why I do those lives, actually, like so that I can, talk with you and answer your questions. But if you really want, to learn about femininity and go deep, it's great that it would be better for you to follow me on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. There are tons of videos already, like maybe 200, because initially I was posting every day, so you have a lot of videos to watch. And I always love it when you guys leave me comments on YouTube. I read them all, and I reply when I can. And by the way, for those of you who missed the beginning of this live, I'm gonna put it on YouTube as well. And this is something that I do, like when I go live, I record it and then I put it on YouTube. So okay, so I need to go. I'm gonna try to come back later, like maybe after Christmas, so that I can chat with you. Don't forget that you can DM me if you want to free discovery call, and if you want me to coach you one-on-one. I'm still accepting private coaching sessions, so yeah, make sure you DM me. So yeah, well, happy holidays everyone. Chat soon. Bye bye.